Okay, hey everybody, it is October 9th. This is Kayla Troutman coming to you live. I am expecting Carissa to jump on here any minute. I did know that she would potentially be coming in late from an event. I did just repost in both team pages, but if anyone's on here and has access to the team pages, if you just want to watch and see if anyone does say that they can't get on, I think people are clicking, like, the meetings are separate, and I wonder if they're clicking the wrong link. So if someone wants to just check that in a few minutes, that would be stellar. If you don't know me, I am a director here with Wild Tree. Carissa Pierzo, also new director. Everybody give her a round of applause, a silent round of applause, because nobody can hear, but she just promoted to director. So this is her first team call as a director, which is super exciting. Real quick shout out to everybody doing the LEAD program currently in both organizations, and that's participating in our LIT Academy. We're so excited to have you, and there's just so much good stuff going on. So again, October 9th, team call. Okay, I want you to do me a quick favor, everybody. Are you ready? Every month, the second Tuesday of the month, we do these calls. So 8 o'clock for newbies, team call right now so everybody's on the same page, and then leader call right afterwards. Not mandatory at all, but if you like participating, it never changes. Either Carissa or I always make sure we're around. And the reason is consistency is easier to remember if it's just second Tuesday or third Wednesday or whatever it is. So second Tuesday, always jot it down. Okay, let's hear some good news for the next couple of minutes while Dawn and the others are still probably trying to get in. So who has some good news to share that they want to share? I see more and more calling in. So good news. You can unmute your phone line by, I think, pressing *6. Otherwise, if you're on video, you have to actually, I think, touch your screen and unmute. But who wants to share? Don't all go at one time. Come on, people. Renee's laughing. I can see Renee on video. Jess is looking away like she's not on the same call as us. Renee's laughing. And Michelle took her video off. So this is not a good sign. Crickets on the team call. Come on, somebody share.
Okay, fine. I'll go.
Yay.
Good news is we added 2 new team members to Team Huffman last month. And I'm super excited to be doing a health fair at GE Healthcare tomorrow.
Yay, go Jess. Thank you for sharing, friend. Who else? That's awesome. That's the kind of stuff I want to hear.
Okay, I guess I'll go next.
Good.
Can you
Renee,
hear me?
go. Yes.
Okay. So I followed up with 20 people today on my Hot 100, and one of them is calling me in about 30 minutes, and we're talking business. We're talking about joining. So she just moved. She just moved to like 2 hours, kind of southwest of La Crosse, and there's nobody in that area. Nobody. No. So she's really excited about it. She used to do Mary Kay, so she's really excited about it. I'm excited about it.
That is amazing. I'm so excited for you, Renee. Awesome job. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
keep me
all I
posted. That's not a little thing. That's a big thing. I got goosebumps while you were talking. Great job. Who else? Tina, can you not hear me? Normally it's, oh, maybe she can. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you usually wave or something. So I just wanted to make sure you could see me and hear me.
I just tuned on. I had to put my youngest down to bed, so I'm a little late.
No worries. No worries. We're doing good news. Who else has good news to share? Come on, people.
I just booked a Facebook party tonight.
Yay, that's awesome. Awesome job, Tina. That's amazing. Awesome. Good for you, girl. Dawn's got some crazy hair tonight. I love Dawn's look. It's constantly changing. It keeps you guessing to make sure she's the same person you're expecting when you see Dawn. Now she probably wants to kill me. She's probably messaging Carissa right now about how much she wishes I didn't lead the Zoom calls. Just kidding. Totally kidding. Dawn knows I love her. Okay, no more good news. Come on, there's a lot of people on here, you guys. That's it. Good news could be like you got a pair of Nikes on sale like I did on Sunday, and they're super cute. Dawn, do you have good news? Oh no, she's muting herself.
Kayla, I have good news.
Oh yeah, please share.
Hey, it's Michelle. So I had a new customer and she got the kids cheese because every time she eats regular Kraft mac and cheese, she gets sick. And she's like, I really miss mac and cheese. And she's like, I'm going to order that. So she got it. And I'm like, how did you like it? And she's like, I liked it. She's like, I didn't get sick at all. She's like, it was awesome. She's like, so now we can eat mac and cheese again.
That's so awesome. Isn't that the best? Yeah, those kinds of things are why we do this. That's awesome, Michelle. I'm so excited for you. Okay, at the beginning, I'm going to get going so we can get through everything and then have a couple minutes to ask questions if you guys have them. But at the beginning, I just congratulated again all of you participating in the LEAD program. If you didn't get to hear Renee's good news, her good news is relevant to the LEAD program. She reached out to 20. Was that the right number, Renee, so far? 20 people on your Hot 100 list. And that shit's scary. I'm just going to say it like it is. It is scary. We knew that going into this week. I'm also back at it tomorrow morning. And I got to be honest with you guys. I liked today better. Tuesdays are my day where I touch base with people like Jess Huffman and, Renee and my awesome team. And so Tuesdays are way more fun, right? Because they're safe. And I don't have to reach out to anybody on that day because that day was Monday, yesterday, and tomorrow. So it'll be fun to see. I'll share my results as well. But I want you guys to know I'm so proud of all of you participating. If you're not sure what that's on and so tonight's call is going to be a couple of really important fall reminders to keep us all on the same page. Leaders, I'm really glad you're on. If you're on or watching the recording, so it's going to help you lead your team even stronger. And then you guys will hear it from my mouth and be able to help me integrate it. And then all representatives, whether you're brand new or whether you've been here a while, this is going to be relevant to you. Okay, so we all know fall is our best season or can be our best season, right? Shake your head if you know that. Shake your head no if you didn't know that. Okay, Dawn's saying yes. Fall's great because it's back to crock pot season, fall specials, things like chai tea are back. I think people get cooking again indoors and do more comfort foods and things. I think it's a seasonal change and it's good for business. Then we roll into Christmas, which hello, gift giving awesomeness. And I love doing gift baskets and things. So there's ideas there we're going to talk about. And then we roll into New Year's resolutions. So for people in the food business, healthy food business, like Michelle was sharing, people who want to replace Kraft mac and cheese and other. In fact, this last year, 2018, I haven't had a slow lull since this time last year, and it wasn't slow last year, it was busy. So that gives you perspective, like this is when we ramp up. And if you ramp up now with us, I want you to write this down, you won't have a slow period because this is your best guaranteed season to build momentum to get your business to where you want it to be all of next year. Like this is your best shot at top months in sales, top recruiting. Hello, who doesn't want to bless people with extra money or an extra opportunity to make money before Christmas, before the holidays? Like this is where it's at. So tonight's call is going to lay out kind of our team content coming at you the next couple months so you can be more prepared than us just posting tomorrow in the team page that says like, oh, hey, here, play this game, or oh, hey, here, we're thinking about this idea, go do it. We're going to give you some content. So number one piece of advice I have for you if you're taking notes, there's going to be a couple bullet points, is take advantage of any fall vendor events, any festivals, any health fairs like Jess is doing tomorrow, anything like that right now. Dawn has built her business on vendor events. Jess as well. I mean, just working it. Renee just had a huge vendor event recently, and it wasn't even what I would call fall season yet. So take advantage of those opportunities, any opportunity people give you. Realize one-on-one consultations can be as simple as sitting next to a mom at a football game or sitting with a couple girlfriends around a table having coffee at Starbucks. This is the season when people refocus on their nutrition and refocus on having a plan for their busy family, for their busy families, busy nights. Like everybody has that. So that's important. Of course, workshops and tastings are huge right now. You guys, if you're able to work your business in the coming weeks with Halloween being a fun reason to get together and have a Halloween themed happy hour. So that's a good idea for you if you haven't thought of that. A Halloween themed something. And then we move into Widows Weekend and Thanksgiving, and there's entertaining ideas. And right now we're doing Croctober. So all of these things give you opportunity as a rep to pick some avenues and run with it. I don't have specific words for you. You don't need them. What you need is the brain, the idea of, oh my gosh, I could post at or put a sign up at my next vendor event that says now hiring for the holidays, because that's a true thing. People can make a couple extra $100 in the next month or two for the holidays, like thinking outside the box. We also shared last week, Friday, when Carissa and I were together, that pumpkin game that many of us have played in past years, where you post it in your recipe club and people can pick a number. For some people, it goes awesome and it gains you extra sales. And for others, it's a flop. But I want you to think outside of that. Like, what could you do that might get people excited? Maybe you do a guessing game of some kind, like how many gourds fit in this plastic pumpkin that you use for your kids for trick-or-treating, and whoever guesses it right wins a free dinner party with you. I know many of us have done that. Dawn has a great picture of pasta in a jar that she counted out, and I've had huge success with that, because essentially the winner is getting a party. That's what she's getting, and you're just taking some dips and some appetizers and things. So just thinking like, what could I do in the fall? So bookings, vendor events, thinking creative on social media. I also want to challenge you guys. Some of you are doing amazing. Like, you never stopped doing great online social media marketing after we did some earlier in the year challenges, but some of you are new, or some of you have gotten back off track again. And I want to just give you kind of a reminder for the fall. 80% of your posts should be relevant to the fall season for people. So 80% of your posts should be a crock pot meal, or a way to use our chai tea, or a way to use our shake. Does that make sense to everybody? 80% should be service-based in this season. The other 20% though, you guys, like Jess Huffman, your post tonight was great. They need to be sexy pictures about what this business and what this hosting opportunity looks like. Or it needs to be little videos of yourself. I cannot tell you the power, the results I've seen in the last few months from hunkering down and using my stories to tell my daily story, and really showing people what I do, like how I get up and have a miracle morning, and I read my Bible, or I take some time for prayer, and then I do some personal development, and maybe I take a shower, maybe I don't. Like, people, believe it or not, people need to see that stuff. They don't know what Dawn does unless she shows them what her day with her kiddos looks like. They don't know, Tina, what your day looks like and how you make it work between your bus schedule and the things you do. Or Renee, you're so new yet that people just aren't quite believing that this could really be a viable business opportunity for you. And I'm using you really because you also have a large family, and people doubt that this could be enough to pay for the number of children that you have. Guys, Renee has an awesome family, but I totally harass her sometimes because I have one and she has many, a tribe. So really just branding yourself this fall, okay? The next thing, if you didn't do a taste tester group for dinners and a dash, or if you didn't do a post on, hey, I'm looking for testers to test this, I highly recommend doing that, or using the new workshop kits, or asking people to test the sets. Something new in our book, but getting people to sign up. And like, personally, the Best of Wild Tree 8-pack would be really fun to get like 5 people to buy and make the recipe cards that come in it. I mean, how fun of an idea is that? And if they end up not like loving it, the seasonings are nice and small, and they only invested $50, 50-ish. So testing groups, things like that, to get people engaged. And make sure you're hosting in your house this fall. I really think that's important. weekend. If you are already hosting with like a mom or a sister, then fine, I get it. Host closer to Thanksgiving or host, the first week in December and have a sip and shop and do holiday specials. But I really think hosting in your home is a great way sometimes to fill in a gap. But note, you can't just put a date on the calendar and think people are going to come. Carissa asked me today how many people I invited to my last Instant Pot class. I did it September 30th, and I invited like 70 people at least. And I mean, most of those people I actually message, text, something. And I think I had 12 people total. So I wanted to share that because I had to coach myself. Again, shake your head if that makes sense, those of you that are live. I had to treat myself like a hostess and say, did I do reminders? The day of, I was panicking because I was doing reminders and wasn't hearing back. But guess what? Everybody that said they were coming came, and one brought a friend because I told her to. So like those kinds of things are important. Okay, end of October here, in the next week or so, we're going to give you guys a graphic that you can choose to use or not. And leaders, we'll talk about this in a couple minutes here, just for some input from you guys on what the graphic should exactly say. But we want to do a booking special for those of you that want to participate for December. It's critical that you don't offer it too soon because you don't want to shoot your fall in the foot. Does that make sense to everybody? Like there's a timing thing here, which is why we're not giving it to everybody yet. But we also know that if you wait too close to December, people think Christmas is like December 1st through the 31st. Like they literally get it in their head that there's no other days in December. Like school's out already the 1st. They act like lunatics about their schedule in December. I always have huge parties in December, but the trick is getting them booked now so they're on the calendar. So we have a booking, so make a note of this. We have a booking idea to help you get some December parties, and then you would do a giveaway to just one of those qualified hostesses, okay? So we're gonna finalize those details on the leader call, make sure the leaders are cool with the idea that Carissa and I are going to use, and see if we think we should modify it for the team or what we should do. And then we'll get that to everybody here in the coming days. Again, use it when you're ready, but make sure your October and November are where you want them first. Not that anybody would pull the plug and jump ship and go to December instead. Does that make sense to everybody? Cool. Okay, so why these ideas so far? The first ideas I gave you, the first portion of the call here, is all to build your sales up and your business strong right now in October so that you have strong November, December, and moving into January. The booking idea for December is because we know that running around like a chicken with her head cut off and let you explain why it's the best month actually to have a party. I'm not kidding you. A house decked out with Christmas lights, the fancy wine glasses out, and some appetizers, you'll have $1,000 night. But getting the person to slow down and realize it's okay if Betty can't come or Susie, you'll have 12 others come. Just put the invite out. So we're going to try to help with a little enticement. You do not have to participate in what we're going to suggest you do. It's just an idea. Carissa and I were planning to do it, and when we met last Friday, we realized, why are we doing this and not sharing it when it might also be something that all of you want to do in your businesses as well? Okay, I think it's pretty enticing. So you might like it, and you might want to use it for your potential hostesses. Next thing that comes up next at the very beginning of November, we're going to release this year's turkey trot. And we've made it so that it's very doable. We're working on the graphic now. We sat down, we talked through all the prizes, we made them very affordable. If you don't know what a turkey trot is, it's basically a catalog party where you send out a book to anybody that wants to participate. The goal is to get 12 people, but you can take as few or as many as you get, and they have to give you or collect $100 in orders. So I'm just going to use the people I can see right now. I post about a turkey trot, and I send out a customer email, and I start asking my friends, and Tina, Dawn, and Jess Huffman say yes. Renee says no. So Renee's out. I don't bother with her. She's off my list. Jess, Dawn, and Tina, I ask them if they need a catalog or if they just want to shop on the party link, and then they can let me know. They have to spend $100 retail before shipping, and they can combine if they want to. If they want to place an order for all of them and their friends, great. If it's just Jess, like Jess Huffman's just placing an order for her, Dawn goes to work and she finds 6 other friends that want to order, so Dawn goes to the link and she puts in all the orders for her and her friends. And Tina decides that her and her sister Megan are going to go in together. I made that up. I have no idea if you have a sister, Tina. But point is, Tina's placing an order and it's over 150. Dawn's placing a big order because she's getting a bunch of orders from work, and Jess just places $101. Point is, the three of them are placing the orders on a party link, and now there's hostess rewards. When you sign up for a turkey trot, these three ladies know that part of signing up is they spend $100, they get one of the prizes. So we're laying out the prizes for you. We're making a graphic, and how you get the prizes is hostess credit. Now, if the person lives across the country, there's going to be a little shipping cost out of your pocket, but at least there'll be enough hostess rewards to cover the prizes. Does that make sense to everybody? If you get 12 turkey trotters, you put all 12 prizes in the pot when you pick them. If you only get 3, you pick the 3 lowest dollar prizes in value, and that's what you put in the hat. The people don't have to know that you didn't put all 12 in there, but you can obviously make it work with the credits that you have. Does that make sense to everybody, or does anybody have a question on that specifically? It'll be spelled out too. We're not just going to throw it at you. We're going to give you a graphic and have some of that explanation. But basically, it's a glorified catalog party designed to make you profit, but get sales happening by, ideally, the 10th of the month in November for business bucks. That being said, Carissa and I both ran into an issue last year where some people placed their orders immediately. So it's just one of those things where it's like, well, if they're going to take the book to Thanksgiving and get a bunch of orders, it's better to let them go through Thanksgiving. So I just be careful how you set the date, because I think at the end of the day, as long as the orders are in November, you gained the same benefit. But obviously, the earlier, the better. So does that make sense to everybody? Yeah, cool. What's really cool about our system now, you guys, is if they use the link, as long as they click direct ship, the order is going to ship, and then you can keep that party open the rest of the month for anybody else that's trailing in. Unlike the old way we used to do it, where things wouldn't ship until the party closed. So this will be really nice that things are live. So awesome. So turkey trot is coming up. We're working on that. Yes, Kayla needs to get the graphics and stuff done. So that's on my list to get done here at some point. The other thing that we have planned coming up, well, not planned, but it's in the works, is the Christmas sale. So all of the things we're giving you on this call, you guys, for team stuff coming up is optional. You don't have to do any of it. We're trying to make it as profitable as possible for you, but obviously it's a decision you need to make, because any prizes or incentives come out of either your hostess rewards or your pay, etc. So the last thing we're going to be doing for the year is the Christmas sale. And if you were around last year, we did an epic group where Carissa took a day, I took a day, back and forth, and we sang the 12 days of Christmas. And it got rave reviews for the most part. Some people hated it. We don't care. But it was fun, and we gave great deals. Carissa and I are getting together in a few weeks to finalize what we think the sales should be, because we need to obviously make it so that you guys can put it in the system now with the new way that the Roots system works. But we'll first give that to our leaders then to look through the list. And if everything looks kosher, the sales work out, the pricing is good, then we'll make fun graphics, and we'll be doing the 12 days of Christmas sale again. We're talking about if we should start it a little bit in November so that you could close it for business bucks. But once again, we're kind of on the mindset that orders are live as people place them. So there should be no reason you don't hit business bucks anyway by the 10th. So that's kind of up in the air. But we are going to run a Christmas sale. And it's not just going to be Carissa and I. We are going to ask for people who want to do it, but we're going to ask for people who really want to do it and want to be live each morning, because we're going to have a set time where somebody from our organizations is going to go live and do something Christmas related and get the group really excited about that day's sale. And then that day's sale will be good for 24 hours is our plan as of now. So any questions on that? Okay, we're going to start with the leaders on that too, just having them look things over, and then they'll get first dibs at the days if they want to participate, and then we'll give that to you guys then next to see if you want to jump in. And if you don't, Carissa and I can fill in the days, but we think it'll have more meaning if more people are either singing or sharing a Christmas riddle or a story or something. So I don't know. Yeah, my customers loved it and are already asking. And I was like, well, don't hold off ordering until Christmas, waiting for the sale. Like, because that's what I'm afraid they're doing. They're like holding off for the singing. I'm like, oh, my Lanta. So that's kind of the rest of this year. And then we have lots of conversations happening, Carissa and I, about what we do into next year if we start to plan something now. But I honestly think I just want to make sure we stay super focused as business people on what we know works. And we know talking to people, asking them if they have a few minutes to pick their brain, and then finding out from them if there's a way you can serve them, leading with the business and ending with a sale. We know that works. And so we're just making sure too, and I want to open this up now for 10 minutes here, or whatever we have till we get cut off. If you guys have questions, comments, or things we can help you with, but we just want you guys to know that we don't just like get together and play or have margaritas, although we did do that last week, but we actually get together and really strategize for like what we can do to help you guys grow. So these things that I just went through, I want to make sure I say this loud and clear. These are supplemental things. This should not be the only thing you do in the month that we were listing these, because ideally you're going to lose, not ideally, you are going to lose if you participate in these things, a portion of your profit. So ideally you want to have more sales coming in outside of this to supplement that, and make sure if you're a representative, you get up over 1,000 in that month, so you get the bonus. If you're an aspiring leader, you get the 32%, and if you're a leader, you obviously get more personal sales again to earn that 40% pay on as well. So I want to just make sure I say that loud and clear. Is everybody hearing that these are supplemental things? This is to give you an idea of what's coming, be very open-worded you are, and that there's an army behind you, like wanting you guys to have tools and things. But at the end of the day, our other main focus is helping these lead participants get to leader. That's like our number one thing right now. We are working with Tina, and who else is on here? I can't see everyone's name. Renee and Michelle and Jen, to get you guys to leader. That's like our number one priority outside of this content calendar. So any questions or thoughts or things that we can help you with for the last couple of minutes here, I'm going to just stop talking and leave it here as open forum. Don't be shy. Somebody can jump in, or if you have any experience with some of the things we just talked about, I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Did you post the pumpkin graphic? Yep, last Friday, Jen, underneath, hey everybody, important Friday message, and then I had a bunch of different things in it, and then I posted the pumpkin graphic below that with different words and ideas. Good question, Jen. That's good to have on here in case someone's looking for it. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to apologize. I'm totally, if I missed any other comments you left throughout the meeting, I'm sorry. I try to like look up, but I'm really excited about all that we have coming as a company as well. I want to say that. So please note that I don't ever feel like I have to do these things. And I hope you guys know that too. This is a fun part of what Carissa and I do. We're just trying to give you some more supplemental things. And that's also why we're a little afraid to commit further than December, because we never know what cool things Wild Tree's going to keep doing. I mean, who thought the promo stuff in August where you could earn the chalkboard and the bag and the swim? I mean, how cool was that? And then now last month you could earn an Apple Watch or a Coach purse or a Kendra Scott, necklace. And so we want to make sure that we are partnering with our company. They're giving us all the tools now. These are just additional things. So pick the ones you like, use them if it works for you, or let it be the start of a thought process, and maybe you sleep on it a couple days and you think of something even cooler. I do want to, if no one, please unmute if you have something to say. I'll watch the screen here so I see. But I do want to throw out another couple things that I've done over the years to build my business. Renee asked me a really tough question this morning, which got me thinking all day. She asked me if it took me a while to get my business going, to get the momentum going. And it honestly didn't. So I was trying to think all day, like, what the hell did I do different? Like, what did I do? I literally think, though, from the beginning, I made doing the business look the most fun. So if you're not doing that, if you're making it look hard or not fun or not, I mean, if you follow me on Instagram or social media, like I truly show what things look like at my house. But I think people are attracted to that because it's real, but it's fun. And I think I build belief in people that they can make the money here. And I believe every one of you on this call or this Zoom can. The second thing I did early on is around this time, my first year in business, I did do hosting a campaign for so many days of what Wild Tree really is. Like, what is the business side of it? So one day I remember sharing an apron picture. I was at a little craft shop, coffee shop, and I bought myself an apron as a reward, I think for my October sale. So it must have been in November. And I had a recruit join me that day based on that post. Now you might be thinking, well, yeah, that was a shot in a million. It is, but that's this game we play in sales. So if you don't like that, I hate to tell you this, but you might not be in the right industry. What's fun to me about this world we live in Wild Tree is that our products are great. So the rest of it comes down to meeting the right people at the right time who are ready for what we have. And so you being open-minded this fall selling season and realizing every person that walks past your vendor booth is an opportunity. Every person you work with knows more people that they could introduce you to if you just basis has something going on in their life where this could either be a meal solution, free products for their family, or extra income for their family. You just have to be brave enough to ask. So those are a couple other things that I thought of. Like, I never shied away, Renee, from recruiting. I recruited right from the start. And maybe a little bit, maybe it's my human resource background. It's my wing it kind of energy. If you know me, you know that I put together my college presentations. I got 100% like 30 minutes before I walked in the classroom. Like, that's my personality. You can't fake that. Like, that's just some people, you know, that's how they're wired. But at the same time, I think, on the opposite side of things, where you might be good, maybe you're a numbers person. Maybe you know all the SKUs or the ingredients to our products, or maybe you're super allergen aware, like you understand that. Use that then. Like, we don't all have to have the same strength, but you need to know what your strength is, and I think harness it and then work on the things that you're not, you know, strong at, if that helps you guys. I hope that helps you. Does that help somebody? Okay, Tina says yes. Right. Dawn smiled. Thank you, Dawn. Somebody's still listening to me. Anybody have anything before I end it? Oh, there's Carissa. Hey, Carissa. I can't hear you though, Carissa. Oh, she's muted. Maybe she wants to be muted. We only have a couple minutes left, so I will end it if no one has anything. I hope this was helpful to lay out content to all of you as to what's coming. Leaders, we're going to quick chat over that booking special if you guys can jump on, and a little bit about the turkey trot and stuff, and then Chris and I'll get that finalized and get that all to you. If you think of anything, we'll post the recordings in our team pages, and feel free to ask the question publicly there so everybody sees it and gets the same answer. Does that sound good to everybody? Really trying to push everybody to do that this season too, because lots of you are going to have the same questions about events or bookings. So the more that we can just share in our team pages, then everybody sees the answer. So, okay. Leaders, I'll talk to you in a minute. Everybody, if you can all clear off the line right away, like end your Zoom, that would be amazing. All of you are rock stars. Go kick some ass this week. Renee, go sign up that new recruit. How awesome for you. And Tina, you're next. I mean, all of you are next, right? Let's be real. We all raise your hand if you want to recruit. Like, everybody wants a recruit, right? But it's just so proud to be in business with all of you. Love to all